Okay.
My name is Davyne Verstandig, and I'm reading at the Hickory Bookshop, Washington Depot, Connecticut. The title of the book I'm going to be reading is The Invisible Man by Ralph Ellison. And I saw last week that Randolph County, North Carolina, had banned it. I think it was in Publishers Weekly or something. And I thought, wow, just last week they banned it. So there was a vote of the board there, 5-1, and one of the members of the board said, I didn't find any literary value. Now, I guess he didn't know that in 1953 it won the National Book Award. In 1965 it won the National Poll of Book Critics, called it the greatest American novel since World War II, and Modern Library, it is number 19 on the list of the 100 greatest novels of the 20th century. So it's banned by, according to this gentleman who said it didn't have any literary value. The book itself explores, if you remember, the effects of racism, both on the victims and on the perpetrators, which is a very unusual approach. So then today, somebody posted on Facebook that North Carolina students will get free copies of Banned Invisible Man. So it says, ban or no ban, high school students in Randolph County, North Carolina will have easy access to Invisible Man thanks to a former resident. The novel's publishers will be giving away free copies. I was absolutely delighted at this. After the county's Board of Education banned Ralph Ellison's classic on Black identity from school libraries, former Randolph County resident and current New York-based Poets and Writers editor, Evan Smith Rakoff, arranged for Vintage Books to donate copies of the novel, which local high schoolers can pick up for free starting September 25th. And the article goes on. So they were all going to line up tomorrow morning at 10 o'clock at Books A Million, and hundreds of copies will be available free. And the other footnote is the board has decided it has to have an emergency meeting tomorrow. So I'm just going to read the opening, and found my copy, which was 75 cents. This is the prologue. I am an invisible man. No, I am not a spook like those who haunted Edgar Allan Poe, nor am I one of your Hollywood movie ectoplasms. I am a man of substance, of flesh and bone, fiber and liquids. Understand simply because people refuse to see me. Like the bodiless heads you see sometimes in circus sideshows, it is as though I have been surrounded by mirrors of hard, distorting glass. When they approach me, they see only my surroundings, themselves or figments of their imagination, indeed everything and anything except me. Nor is it my invisibility exactly a matter of biochemical accident to my epidermis. That invisibility to which I refer occurs because of peculiar disposition of the eyes of those with whom I come in contact. A matter of the construction of their inner eyes, those eyes with which they look through their physical eyes upon reality. I'm not complaining, nor am I protesting either. It's sometimes advantageous to be unseen, although it is most often rather wearing on the nerves. And then, too, you're constantly being bumped against by those of poor vision. Or you often can doubt if you really exist. You wonder whether you aren't simply a phantom in other people's minds, say a figure in a nightmare which the sleeper tries with all his strength to destroy. It's when you feel like this, out of resentment, you begin to bump people back. And let me confess, you feel that way most of the time. You ache with the need to convince yourself that you do exist in the real world and that you're part of all the sound and anguish. And you strike out with your fists and you curse and you swear to make them recognize you. And alas, it's seldom successful. I remember that I am invisible and walk softly so as not to awaken the sleeping ones. Sometimes it is best not to awaken them. There are few things in the world as dangerous as sleepwalkers.